Brother Nibley writes that while Nephi and his brethren always regarded the land of Jerusalem as their home, it is perfectly clear from a number of passages that the land of their father's inheritance cannot possibly be within or even very near the city of Jerusalem.
In 1961, the Israeli military decided to construct a road that goes along the border with Jordan. In the course of road construction, the bulldozer fell into a cave, and fortunately it didn't destroy any one of the writings and pictures engraved on the bedrock. It is from 600 BC, and we know how to decipher and to find out if letters are from 600 BC, because letters used to evolve. We can have a chart and see how they evolved, and this is from about 600 BC. In addition to the figures and to the writing, there were two sailing vessels, two boats or ships, that the archaeologists were surprised because it is far away from the sea. People who were here, they didn't have any business with seafaring or fishing. So this remained a riddle for the anthropologists, for the archaeologists, until this very moment. I was astonished by that. The name of the place is the ruins of the house of Lehi, which in English you write L-E-H-I. We know about this place from Judges 15, in the time of Samson, that the town was named Lehi. And we know that names of famous places are named after famous people and vice versa. I learned about this when I was in Utah, at the University of Utah in Salt Lake City in 1970, and I was there teaching and working on my PhD. I came back in 1972 and I saw this place, this cave. I had the inscriptions with me because I brought two papers, one by Professor Joseph Naveh, the first one who studied it, and the second one by Frank Moore Cross Jr. And he is one of the best people who knows how to decipher ancient Hebrew script. And he claimed that this was a place where a prophet took shelter. Just of one sentence, I am Jehovah thy Lord, I shall accept the cities of Judah, and I shall redeem Jerusalem, and then absolve us, O God, absolve us, O Jehovah. The point is that who will dare to write or to say, I am Jehovah thy Lord? I mean, his hand will be, either paralyzed or shaken by saying, I am Jehovah thy Lord.
2 Nephi chapter 25. But behold, I, Nephi, have not taught my children after the manner of the Jews, but behold, I of myself have dwelt at Jerusalem, wherefore I know concerning the regions round about, which seems to indicate that the regions round about consisted of, quote, Jerusalem. Now the questions are always asked. Are we sure this is where Father Lehi lived? We don't know. That's why we're excavating. The Jews say that as far as their archaeologists and scientists are saying that this is where a prophet named Lehi lived, or at least it's the city named Lehi. The Arabs say that this is a place where a prophet named Lehi lived, but we don't know. That's why we're excavating. And so I tell people, if this is where Lehi and his family lived, my, what a wonderful place to excavate. If it isn't, my, what a wonderful place to excavate. It's a win-win. It is indeed a sacred place.
My name is Owen Gutfeld. I'm an archaeologist in the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. I'm the chief archaeologist of the Beit Lehi excavations, and I'm working together with the Kimber Academy. It's quite impressive and really amazing to work here because there's lots of find in the area, and I was amazed how quick we found so many things, so many important and significant find.
The shepherds in this area, they were grazing their herds and flocks here. They came and asked me, what you are doing here? And I said, this is an ancient place. They say, but this place is sacred. And they took me up the hill and they showed me the oak tree, and they told me that a prophet in the name of Lehi, Lehi in Hebrew, L-E-H-I in English, used to come to this place and judge the people. And they had a tradition of many, many years that this was a prophet, and they had a wall around the oak tree, and we know that oak trees were sacred. And there were excavation in 84 when a magnificent mosaic floor was uncovered. In the first day of the excavation, 2 hours after they began the excavation, the floor was already uncovered. And what is interesting, there is not only the writing of the names of the people who donated the money for the floor, mosaic floor, and for the building, but also, again, a sailing vessel. So there was a tradition from 600 BC to 500, 600 AD. And in the middle, the first Christians who ran away from Jerusalem, being persecuted by the Romans, they felt that this was a sacred place. They came also and took shelter here. So here there is a chain with links. It's not only one link, a chain with links of very important historical events. What we need is to excavate the entire site. This is, of course, a place which is not a usual cave. It's a cave where a prophet of God was here and prophesied about the redemption of Jerusalem. Actually, here is the first place that the word Jerusalem from 600 BC was found. So it's also an excellent contribution. So of course you can say that this is a sacred place. The oak tree is sacred for the Muslims. The chapels are holy for Christians. So you have here something for the three monotheistic religions, Jewish, Christian, and Muslim. I think on one side this is something very important and interesting.
Could there be ancient records in Beit Lehi? Yes, of course, there could be. We don't know for sure, but if it is like the other major archaeological sites that surround it, we could very well discover significant writings there in Beit Lehi. There may be profound writings and artifacts locked in these holy places, and we won't know until we look.
This is not a usual site. It's a very important site. And I think that we have to uncover here every stone. And to uncover it and to excavate, it takes a lot of time and a lot of money. And I hope that there will be good people. If they'll donate money for this, they should know that they are donating money for a very important project. I hope that there will be a visitor center at the end of the excavation here, that for here to many generations, people will come and see this important place.